SELFIE. There's probably tens of thousands of stories like this of SELFIE with teenage girls about the new generation of iPhones. Of course, someone in my generation never experienced it. Most people haven't.
I thought that was so incredible. I have a 14-year-old daughter about to start high school on Tuesday. And I was just wondering if there would be an opportunity for me to get her to see that somewhere, because that was really quite brilliant.
I'm so glad that I didn't have an iPhone. And I can only imagine, like when I was that age, and I can only imagine how many stories there are out there and will be out there, and it absolutely terrifies me. And it was so powerful, so incredibly well conceived and acted, and it kind of took me back too, like 45, 50 years to that time, and I feel like I had a lot in common with that little girl, and I just don't. I thought life was hard enough at that age without the addition of media and so on, and yeah, I found it fascinating.
All the elements are really well done. The writing, the directing, the acting, like A+ for everybody. It's a very difficult script to write because they're not really communicating with one another very well, and you have to write dialogue that does that, and the writer managed to pull that off. That's a very difficult thing to do. And the director very nicely created anticipation in two places. One was, do you promise to delete them after I send them? And everyone in the audience, of course, is thinking, don't send them, don't send them. Yeah. And then she's in the bathroom on the floor, and it looks like she's going to drink that, whatever that is in that orange bottle, that poisonous cleaning, whatever stuff it is. And we're all hoping she doesn't do it. And then interesting enough, even though the iPhone is kind of the villain of the piece, it is also what stops her from drinking the poison, because it rings at just the right time. So very, very well done in every way.
Just quick and simple, I really enjoyed the sound design of the music. It really supported the anxiety.
I just wanted to say I had a very different interpretation of the iPhone. To me, it wasn't necessarily the thing that saved her. Like, the last moment of that film to me is like watching a young girl jump off a cliff, because she decided to go further than she did before because she was getting the message. She got a quote-unquote nice message from another boy saying that she was sexy instead of her being a skank or a slut. So for me, it became the continued messenger of the double-edged sword that young girls and women have to dance with all the time. The exact same behavior that you get villainized for is the behavior that socially you are rewarded for as you're growing up, even though both of those behaviors actually undermine your own truth. So I thought they did a really good job at conveying that.
There's also the Facebook likes she's getting the Instagram likes. It's the double-edged sword of the internet where you're getting accolades, but you're also getting crapped on at the same time. Yeah, it's a really key ending. The interesting thing about that film too is that when she decides to send the nude pic, is that it's after her mom gives her a heartfelt, like, I love you, and then that's when she decides to do it. It's kind of an interesting plot point.